Louis, your first question comes from Steve Gelbs.
Hey, Louis. Before we get to the game, given what is going on tonight in the sports world, was there any talk prior to the game about not playing this one?
Well, Steve, we did find out right before game time some of the events that were developing in sports, and to a point that it was too close. I mean, everyone was in their pregame mode. Jake was out, and we did not have time to discuss it. And as we discuss any topic as a team, and we have great communication in here. It's just we just didn't find out too close to the game. We just kept going. But yeah, it did come to some of the news as we're getting close to game time.
What are your thoughts on everything that's gone on?
I mean, first of all, I respect the personal choices that everyone makes, and on the other hand, we fully support what everyone's standing up for in sports. It's definitely the topic right now, but we have full support, and whoever wants to have the message across from racism and injustice, which is the topic. And we want to keep it as front and center as we could, and we're fully supported. We fully support it, and anyone that's standing up and doing what they did tonight, we definitely understand that.
As for the game itself, what happened with Diaz?
Sugar, he came in. He was different off the mound. After striking out Sanchez, he was different off the mound, just walking, almost like something was going on. And that's when we told the trainer, just see if we could go check him out and see what was wrong. And it was cramped. So him cramping up of his left leg, he just led us to just remove him. I mean, he wanted to keep going. He wanted to stay in there, and just for a lot of reasons. And we talked a lot about the safety and just keeping everyone risk-free out there. And thank God it's not a major issue. It's nothing of major concern right now. Just talking to the trainers after he went in and he got checked, but just trying to throw and go full steam there with that situation, with cramping in the leg, and it could lead to something else. So that's what we went to a decision of his removal, and we went with Bragg to get the full warm up and then resume the at bat against Anderson.
Next question is from Justin Toscano.
Hey, Louis, what was most impressive about Jake tonight?
I mean, it was almost like out of a menu, just picking his pitches, and he kept the strictly fastball slider almost the whole time. He flipped a few curveballs, and I think he threw like a first-time changeup all game against. I think it was against Joyce in an at bat. So it's just unbelievable stuff. He's flashing unbelievable stuff this season. I mean, he's been at the top of his game as far as like stuff, and we've seen that, but his rhythm, his command. I mean, even though he walked the two guys in the first two innings, I mean, he was able to just place pitches when he wanted to. I mean, that was such a solid outing for him. So, very impressive.
He's obviously very important to you as is, but with the state of the rotation, how much more important do his starts become when he pitches like this?
I mean, they're very important, especially him giving 7, just to give the bullpen a blow. We've had a lot of short starts or starts that we go with a guy that we're stretching out, like Giselman's case and Luga's case, and we have to use a lot of guys in the bullpen. So for Jake having an outing like he did tonight, it just saves a lot for us. Just looking forward, especially with the amount of games that we have for the rest of the week.
Thank you.
Next question comes from Tony DeComo.
Hey, Louis, I was just curious if Betances was an option for you in either the 8th or the 9th inning tonight, and why or why not?
Yes, yeah. Delling is always an option. I mean, he's got the the experience of closing games, pitching in tight games, getting a strikeout. So he's definitely an option there. We went brackets. Hasn't thrown in more time than him, and he's kept fresh, and he's a guy that's going to come in and attack as well. I personally like the matchup there against Anderson. He didn't get a strike there on the first two pitches. Then he was able to get Diaz, and then he came out in the ninth and threw the ball well again. So, Delling, Familia, Brack now that's joined us, Hughes, along with Wilson and Diaz. Those are guys that, have experience throwing late in games, and they can help us for sure.
Just to follow up on that, you obviously mentioned you do have that bullpen depth, but you also knew that moving Lugo to the rotation, takes a piece away from that. How much more difficult then is it to navigate the final 3 outs, 6 outs of a game without Lugo down there?
I mean, we trust our guys, and we know that their ability to get outs, get strikeouts, throw in stress situation, tension situations, like something they failed in the past, and they're going to be able to do. So Lugo for sure. I mean, whatever you put him is shown, that he's going to go and perform. You guys saw him the first 3 innings out of a starting role he did yesterday. What he did yesterday, and we definitely liked him in the bullpen too, to be the multi-inning guy to close games when we needed him too. But right now that's just not the case. He's in our rotation, and we like our guys, and we feel that we have so much depth, and we have guys that can definitely help us close games.
Thank you.
The next question comes from Disha Dothar.
Hey, Louie, just what were your thoughts on Dom kneeling? Did he tell you he was going to do that? And were there any discussion between the players? Were they going to join him at all?
Well, Disha, first of all, once again, when we were getting close to game time, we had our hitters advance meeting, and we were talking different things, about how we're gonna come in and play. So we did not know about, the news, everything that was going on in the sports world. And so I didn't have a chance to talk to the guys about what was going on. So I didn't have an idea. So no one's approached me or anything. We do talk about any topic. I mean, there's great communication on this team, and I know that, we'll have our talks, and everyone, will share it. But what we do respect here, and it's been said before, is that we support every personal choice of what you want to do. And I saw them during the Hampton knelt, and we fully support that. But we did not talk pregame about anything that was happening or not happening.
Right. I was just asking kind of what your reaction was after the fact, like after he had kneeled.
No, I mean, like I said, respect, personal choice, support. That the personal choice that everyone has. And to voice their opinion and of what's going on out there. It's definitely a front center topic right now, and we fully support it. We're totally against racism and injustice, and as a team, I think we fully support that.
Thanks.
Next question is from Bradford Davis.
Hey, Louie. Did you consider? I know you mentioned that your support for Dom and any player expressing their opinion, but did you at any point consider joining him in kneeling?
No. That's not my personal choice. I do support, like I said, but it wasn't my personal choice to kneel at the time. But like I said, I do support. I do respect Dom's decision to kneel, and but I didn't consider to kneel.
Thank you.
Our next question comes from Zach Brazilic.
Louis, what did you think of the teams that have decided not to play today in protest of everything going on? I mean, there were 3 games not played today. What's your reaction to that?
Well, like I said, it was really close to game time. We found out, and and the first reaction that we have with everything that's going on is we definitely support this. And once again, we definitely support how you want to voice your opinion, how you want to impact with the communication that you want to have for the public and the fans out there. That you are against what's going on, and we fully support it. And so close to game time. Like I said, in our personal, or I should say, in our part of the day where we were so close to the game, just everyone was in their routine, and we weren't able to really talk about it as a team. But like how I felt personally is just fully supporting that. Their teams are getting together and they're doing that, and they're voicing their opinion about it.
Are you surprised at all about it? Are you surprised that there were 3 games not played because?
I mean, not really. Like, at the beginning when you hear the news, you go like, oh, like that's happening. But at the same time, you have respect for what they're doing, and how they want to voice it, how they want to protest it, and I definitely respect the choice that they're making for doing that.
Next question from you.
It's breaking up a little bit, guys. I didn't hear that either.
Saludos, Luis. Saludos, Luis. Dionisio Soldevila de este lado. ¿Cómo estás?
¿Qué hay, Dionisio? Todo bien, gracias a Dios. ¿Y tú?
Muy bien, gracias. Luis, hoy hubo protestas en diferentes estadios de las grandes ligas, equipos que decidieron no jugar por el tema de la controversia racial entre policías y las personas, los afroamericanos en Estados Unidos. Tu opinión al respecto y si pasó por la mente de los Mets emular lo que sucedió en otros estadios, y aparte de eso también me gustaría saber tu opinión con relación a cómo van las cosas cuando ya mañana llegarán ustedes a 30 juegos, que es exactamente la mitad de la temporada.
Sí, ok, claro, cómo no, Dionisio. Bueno, primeramente, nosotros nos enteramos de lo que estaba pasando en el mundo de los deportes, justamente después de una reunión de bateadores que tenemos cerca del partido. Ahí ya todo el mundo está prácticamente ya en su rutina cercana para jugar, y no tuvimos el chance de hablarlo como equipo ni de hablarlo con ninguno. Nadie se me acercó para hablar de lo que estaba pasando. Sí, sí me enteré de la noticia. Me sorprendió un poco, pero al mismo tiempo mi opinión, el respeto que tengo por la unión que tienen los diferentes equipos en diferentes deportes para pasar su opinión y hacer un comunicado de que están en contra del racismo y de la injusticia que está pasando ahora mismo en Estados Unidos. Este es un tema real y está pasando, y hay mucha gente que han sido afectada, familias, y esto es algo simplemente que debe de acabarse, debe tener un paro ya. Y yo respaldo las opiniones y las decisiones personales que las personas han tomado para dar su opinión sobre esto. Así que nos hemos sentido, pero no lo hemos hablado, no es un tema que lo hemos hablado como equipo, porque fue tan cerca del partido que nos enteramos que jugamos nuestros juegos. Sí sabemos lo que estamos pasando por noticias de diferentes lugares, yo personalmente así, pero no lo hemos hablado como equipo. En el partido 30, ya llegando mañana, hemos visto
Take a step back and really just, see what's going on. And so that's why I chose tonight. And I feel like tonight was the perfect night, especially with other teams canceling their games. And, especially looking at the NBA, they canceled all their games today. So I just wanted to make a stand like that and just to show my support.
What did you make of the decision, or the decisions, I should say, in the NBA and then, the 3 games around Major League Baseball as well, to postpone those games?
Things happen fast. And, a lot of this stuff was going on while we were at the field. So we're trying to prep, get ready for a game. And, a lot of times we're not on our phone, we're not checking in. And so, to kind of see those things happen, very fast. And it kind of wasn't really a thought over here. So that's why I decided to, take a knee tonight.
You've been outspoken, Dom, in the past with everything that's going on. To see the recent events and everything continuing this way, what have your thoughts been and your emotions been over the last few days?
I've been very emotional. Just to kind of see this, continuously happen. So, Yeah, it was a long day for me, so kind of wasn't there mentally, but we'll be all right.
Next question comes from Tony DeComo.
Hey, Dom, I guess just what has been the most difficult part about whether it's today or just even the past 2 months? What has been most difficult for you?
I mean, I think the most difficult part is to see like people still don't care, and for this to continuously happen. I mean, it just shows just the hate in people's heart, and I mean, that just sucks, you know. And being a black man in America is not easy. So, I mean, like I said, you know, I wasn't there today, but I'll bounce back. I'll be fine.
Thank you.
Next question comes from Justin Toscano.
Hey, Dom, as it comes to racism, how can you guys as athletes use your platform to normalize that as a conversation, in sports every day?
I think we're doing a good job at, trying to push that message, this year, especially this year. I mean, a lot of people are more open to hearing about it. A lot of people are more open to learning about it, and that's all you can ask for. And I think, as an athlete, we're being a lot more vocal than normal. And, just to see what the NBA did, and like I said, 3 other baseball teams did, that's very powerful. And I mean, that's stuff that, this morning I didn't think would even happen. And just to see it happen, it just brings the emotions out of me. So we're headed in a good direction, but, to just see the constant stuff that reoccurs, I mean, it's just terrible. My heart goes out to their family, and I mean, I just don't want to see it happen to my kids, and that's the thing that I fear. So,
Thank you.
Next question comes from Bradford Davis.
Hey, Dom. Just to preface, I'm sorry to even have to discuss and probe this issue, as you can imagine, because I definitely feel it. But I am curious, how would you, as an athlete, and a very consciously black athlete, want athletes who are not black, coaches or whoever, to support this cause? Like, what do you want to see, in around Major League Baseball?
I mean, it's a lot of things we can do in the inner city to just bring happiness to children. It's a lot of kids in poverty. We can. I mean, I have a foundation, Baseball Generation Foundation, where, I mean, we're in the inner cities working with these kids. And, I mean, for me on the baseball side, we can do tons of things that way. I like to set up Toys for Tots drives during the off season, especially for the Christmas times, do stuff for, Thanksgiving, give back to, like, the homeless. I like to just give my time, because that's the thing, like, money is just material things. And, I didn't grow up with money, so that shit doesn't mean nothing to me. If you could give her time, I mean, that's the thing that matters. So that's why I feel so emotional about it, because, people get their money and they leave. Can't do that. You got to be there for the children that's coming up after us. So, I think that's the biggest thing. And if you give her time, that's the only way we can change.
Next question comes from Zach Brassler.
Dom, were you at all disappointed that it wasn't something discussed about maybe boycotting a game?
I don't want to say. I mean, no, not really. I love baseball, so I mean, I love getting out there playing. You know, that's my safe haven, and that's where like I just get my mind off all the stress that goes on in my life. So, you know, I kind of didn't think too much into it, but I mean, that's something that I did think about afterwards. But in the moment, getting ready for the game, that's all I wanted to do was get ready to play a baseball game that I love. So I didn't think too much into it.
What about for tomorrow or moving forward? Do you think that could be something that happens with your team or will be discussed?
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm sure we're going to discuss it, and we'll see. I mean, you know, like I said, we all have a job to do, and like I'm here. I love baseball. We're here. So if there's a game tomorrow, I'm sure I'll be here. So we'll see how it goes.
Last question comes from Tim Britton.
Hey, Dom. Either before or after the anthem, did you have a chance to talk about that with any of your teammates? And what might it mean to you if any of them decided to join you in kneeling moving forward?
It's. I mean, it's not for them. So I don't care. You know. So that shit doesn't matter. I mean, it's not for them.
Thanks.
Dom, thank you very much for your time this evening.
Thank you, guys.
This concludes the Mets post-game Zoom.